Trevor, the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbet helped us in procuring vital life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.
The final race on the program on Wednesday is the 8th race, which is called the Hollywoodbets Bright Future 76 handicap for fillies and mares. They're going to race over 1,400 meters at 20 to 5, 16:40, and the average rating of the race is a 75. And at the time of recording, ladies and gentlemen, there were only 2 scratchings on the entire card, and they both come up in this very race. Scratched is number 7, Spirited Flight, and number 13, Girl of Traganta. Both take no part. So, an interesting race, the 8th and final race, but as we always tell you, make sure that you check those scratchings and jockey changes and all those things before you take your final bets. Sheldon, I'm going to throw the ball straight to you because Shyfolia, the William Longsword filly, both you and your dad have had the privilege of naming these racehorses, and actually both turning out to be very nice horses.
Yes, we've been very, very lucky with the Hollywoodbets Syndicate, and thanks very much to Owen Heffer, Devon and Anthony Del Pesh. They gave us the choice of choosing a horse and to name them. So the first one I saw was the William Longsword out of the Holy Bull Mare Sea Glitter, and I said, well, that's my one. And then my dad obviously found the other one, and he named her Shanta's Pride after myself and my 2 sisters, and I named Shyfolia with my wife after the 2 daughters, Shiloh and Sophia. So we got Shyfolia, and when she came to the course, they took their time with her. They decided she's a horse who just needed time. They worked on her behind the gates and that, and we found the right race for her first time out. They were very confident. She was still quite green, but when she put it together, she really slipped through and won a good race. It wasn't the strongest of fields, but they're looking to go the 1,400, backing her up quickly, because you can see next to her name, she's got that red S with the slash through it. So they're looking for some feature races or some of those Cape Town races. So they want to see exactly where she is. I believe she's a good horse in the making, but she's taking on a very competitive field. So if the stars align, we've had Shanta's Pride and Shyfolia win recently. We're hopeful that she can win.
Absolutely, and just correct me if I'm wrong. In that, I was watching on my phone, not at home, I was watching online this particular race, and the signal wasn't great and the buffering, etc., but it was just because I was in a bad area. The filly took a bit of time to get going, and when she did, it was race over. Hence, I'm excited to see the 1,400. Do you agree with that?
100%. She jumped out well enough, then she over-raced for a stride or 2, and then as they turned for home, she just seemed to labour for a stride or 2. Yep. Atendiwe Mgutwa gave her 1 or 2 reminders, and then unfortunately, we didn't stick the last 300. He dropped the stick, and she just got alongside the leader, and she found a lot more. So the 1,400 should be right up her alley. She's got the 2 draw again. Last time we were the first race, now we're the last race. So it's a long way till the end of the day, but we're looking forward to it.
Okay, if she were to fluff her lines, and we don't want her to fluff her lines because she's my first choice, and she's a horse that looks to have a lovely, bright future. Who is, and you mentioned at the top of the preview, a competitive field. It is a competitive field. Who's her dangers, in your opinion?
Well, in my opinion, the horse that they all have to beat is number 4, Aisling. Last time out, I went for her in a big way. I've been following this horse for an eternity and just waiting for the right race. And last time, I thought the 7-1, I said, this is her last chance saloon, and she came through with flying colours. Of course, Aisling, she achieved a 99 at the height of her career. Unfortunately, after winning last time out, the handicapper did push her up 8 points, which I thought was a little bit harsh. I thought maybe 5 points would have been sufficient, but I think she can still defy the handicapper. So on overall form, number 4, Aisling, I think she's going to be tough to beat. She'll be the horse that Shyfolia has most to fear from. And then when you're looking for a roughie, number 10, Conchita, another one from the Nathan Kotson team. I tipped, I think, Time Taker earlier on in the day at a big price. Here's a horse, Conchita, who's taken on Sashay Away and some decent horses like Humdinger, Bella Sakomi earlier on, and I feel this could be the roughie. So take some boxed exactors and swingers with Shyfolia, number 2, number 4 Aisling, and number 10 Conchita. Obviously, we're hoping that number 2 Sharfolia can come through, but in the heart, that's from the heart, the mind tells me that Aisling's the right one.
Okay, lovely. That's a lovely assessment of race 8 from Sheldon. And yep, we're going to look forward to the running of the 8th race and take some boxed exactas. And you'll see just now in a moment, our suggested bets will come up, and Sheldon has suggested some boxed exactas in this very race, but he'll take us through it in a moment. Okay, that's race 8. An exciting race awaits, an exciting race meeting awaits. As you would have heard from the preview show, there's some good fair horses running, and certainly some competitive form, which makes competitive and exciting racing.
My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle, and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.